All right, and we are live. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kick and Push. My name is Alex. Today we have core and legs. Thank y'all for joining me this morning. Hope your day's been good so far. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. All right, so check out the description. You'll see everything we got coming up. So for today's class, we will be very wise to use some external weights just to make it a little bit more harder. But otherwise, of course, you do not need weights as usual. But our two moves can see external weight for a further challenge. All right, so we're going to have two moves, two leg moves, two core moves. We're going to do one at a time. So one core move is going to be paired with one leg move. We're going to do this in a pyramid fashion. So that means we're going to start off with 5 reps. And each time we come back to that leg move, we're going to add 1 rep. We're going to stick with the same amount of reps for the core move. However, for the leg move, we're going to add 1 rep each time we come back. And that's going to be for both intervals. All right, so I hope that makes sense. Every time we come back to the leg move, add 1. You stick with the same amount of reps for the core. And we're starting off at 5. All right. So, of course, again, check the description to see what moves we have. I'll be demonstrating them, and I'll give you a modification as well. And, of course, you don't need weight, but the weight will help to make it more challenging. I do have plenty of options here, so if you have options, go for it. Give yourself a few. But if not, no worries. You should still be just fine and getting a good workout with us. So go ahead and make sure your space is clear. Gather your weights. Get your water, whatever you need to work out. Join us back here to warm up. We'll be right here, so we're going to go ahead and get started, all right? So just going to start off with some air squats. The last week of April, I think spring is finally here. Let winter stop bully it. Push it around. I feel like winter's been bullying spring. I think we're good now. So about to switch seasons, so I hope you're continuing with whatever your New Year's resolutions were. I hope you're continuing making progress on whatever your goals were at the beginning of the year. All right, so go ahead, come into some back lunges. We do have a transverse lunge today. It's a lunge variation we don't do too often. So of course right here, just letting your moves be nice and fluid, nice and smooth. Just trying to lubricate the joints. That is all. All right, so from here, go ahead, come down to the mat. We're gonna do a little bit of cat-cow. Inhale, down, exhale, up. Go for a few more. Last one. All right, from here, we're gonna come to a high plank, bring the right leg up, keep the palms on the inside of the leg. You're gonna oscillate your leg here. So push your hips forward, get the knee to go toward the toe. Turn, push your knee out, turn the foot to the side, pull the knee into your body. Just loosening up the hip here. So pull your knee into your body. You should feel your groin activate when you pull your knee in, and when you push your knee out, you should feel your glute kind of activate. And go ahead, switch. Palms are still on the inside of the legs. Push the hips forward, get the knee going toward the toes. Push the knee out, pull it in. So I'll turn this way so you can see. We got squats and lunges today. So we're gonna need some ankle. To loosen up the ankle, we're gonna need to loosen up the hips. All right, and from here, go ahead and come to your bottom. I'm gonna do some hip flips. So bring your hands behind your body to support your weight, to keep your torso upright. You're gonna flip your hips to the ground, pivoting on your heels, pushing your knees down into the ground. It's not passive, this is active, so you should have to try pushing your knees down. If you can't touch the ground, that's okay. Just go down as far as you can, pivoting on your knees. Try to keep your shoulders square, facing forward. All right, we'll go one more. All right, and from here, I'm gonna go to a table. Still bring your hands behind you. Gonna elevate the hips. Work on some hip extension here. Open up the shoulder. Roll your shoulders backwards. Don't let your shoulders come forward in the move. You want to roll them backward. Pull your shoulders into the floor as you lift your hips. One more. All right. And from here, go ahead, come to a straddle. Really trying to loosen this up, y'all. Come to a straddle, open the legs up. You're gonna roll your right shoulder towards your left thigh and then back across and up. All right. Kind of stretch the hamstrings out a little bit. Reverse directions. Working on the balance a little bit as well. Loosen up the torso. One more. All right. So go ahead, you can begin some jumping jacks, you can do some calf raises, jog in place, whatever you gotta do to keep yourself moving, but just go ahead and keep yourself moving while I show the first two moves. So, number one, we have a transverse lunge or a Cossack squat. So the Cossack is our modification. So you're gonna come to a straddle, you're gonna lunge to one side, lunge to the other. Returning to the center at the top after each rep. You can do it that way, or you can stay low and kind of scave the floor. Okay? So that's your modification. That's the Cossack. The transverse lunge is a little bit more difficult. You're going to turn to a 45-degree angle. So this is out to the side, this is out back. Transverse lunge comes right in the middle, 45-degree angle. So you're going to step, lunge, and back up. Okay? Start off with either or, whichever one you start off with. Start off with 5 reps on each leg. Okay? Add 1 rep each time you come back around. For our core move, we got Goblet Marshes. You're going to grab your heavy weight if you have it. Grab your heavy weight. You're going to march. Literally just march. So working on hip flexors here, working on balance, and you should feel your core kind of contract a little bit each time you march. And you're not marching very quickly. It's slow. Keep your torso upright. Don't lean back. Don't lean forward. Perfectly centered. Take your time. Drive your knee up. Bring the heel to the butt. Okay? Just another move to kind of work the legs and the full body. So those are our 2 moves. We're going to go back and forth between those 2 moves for 8 minutes. And you're adding 1 rep every time you come back to your leg move. All right? So let's go ahead and get started. Transverse or Cossack lunge with the Goblet Marshes. All right, so here we go. And if you don't have any heavy enough weight to do the Goblet Marshes, you can still do the marches, but just bring your elbow to your knee to get the core. Another modification for your core move. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. We've got 8 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Starting off with 5. I always do my first set unweighted. So the drop step back behind you. Straight. I would suggest you do both legs each set. Instead of switching, just stick with one side. That's what I'm going to do. Or instead of sticking with one side, do both. That's what I'm going to do. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Goblet march. Don't forget your modification to the goblet march is going to be elbows to knees. Still marching. We're going for 20 steps here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right. Add in 1. Now we got 6 on each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6. All right, so don't forget your modification. It's a Cossack. We're just under 5.5 to go. 20 steps. Steps. There's 10. Try to sway from left and to right with as minimal movement as possible. 18, 19, 20. Every time you bring that knee up, it's almost like you're trying to pull your knee into your chest or push your chest down. Of course, you're not punching each time you step, but you are trying to purposely squeeze the core each step. Okay. All right, of course, add 1 rep. So we've got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Whew. So hopefully you should be able to go through these 2 moves relatively quickly. If you need to take a break, take a break. Otherwise, keep it moving. Just under 3.5 minutes on the clock. 2, 3, 4. Remember, purposely squeeze your core each leg lift. Stepping softly with control. Minimal rock from left to right. Don't forget your modifications on that march. You can elbow to knee if you feel like that's going to help you engage your core a little bit more. All right, 2.5 to go. We're adding a rep. Of course, that means we got 8 now. So let's go for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why did I go to 10? I guess I'm going to 10. I was supposed to be at 8. I guess I'm going to 10. Oh well. If you make a mistake, just roll with it. Next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just under 90 seconds. 8, 9, 10. Whew. So we'll probably finish out on the squats or the lunges. So march it out. 1, 2, 3. We'll make sure that core or the torso is upright. Don't lean forward, don't lean back. Right in the middle. That weight doesn't need to be too far out. Bring it in close. Every time you bring the knee up, squeeze the abs. And there. All right, let's finish strong. Wherever you are now, just finish out there. We've got less than 20 seconds to go. I'm going to alternate each leg just to keep it even. I got time for like one more. 1 time. Okay. Ooh. First interval is done. Good work, good work. The goal there was to hit the inner thighs. All right, so of course just the regular thighs and the thighs in general, the quads in general, but primarily with a slight emphasis on the inner thigh and then the hips, the glutes. Just because we're on one leg, we naturally work our hip, the glute medius, a little bit more because single leg stances require a lot more stability from our hips. So if you're feeling it there, those 3 places, hip / glute, thighs, inner thigh, groin area, you did it right. All right, so next 2 moves. Next 2 moves, grab a swig of water if you need it, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the next 2 moves. Don't know what's going on with my voice today, but we have triad squats. Everybody can do these. These are actually quite simple. So triad squats, I used to call these squat medley, but you're gonna do 1 regular squat, 1 pause squat, 1 slow squat. That counts as 1 rep. All right, so 1 regular squat, bam. 1 pause squat, pause at the bottom, bring it up, 1 slow squat. Try to count 3 to 4 seconds down, 3 to 4 seconds up. We're starting off with 3, all right? And you add 1 each time. Volume wise, we're gonna be able to get a lot higher in the number of squats that we do here because 3 squats count as 1. So we're starting at 3, regular, pause, slow. Core move. We got alternating leg lifts with a crunch. All right, so you're gonna start from the bottom or the top, whichever one you prefer. Starting from the bottom is harder. So you're gonna elevate the legs, drop one, lift, crunch. Drop the other, lift, crunch. All right. If combining those are too hard, your modification is just going to be either a crunch with the leg lift or just regular leg lifts. All right, I suggest you just go for leg lifts, regular leg lifts, because those are going to hit more of your core than just the crunch. So those are our two moves: triad squat, pause, or regular pause, slow, with leg lifts, alternating leg lifts, and a crunch. All right, so let's get to it. Throwing on the weight vest for this one. If you have a weight vest, I suggest you. This is a good interval to use it with. So I'm gonna start off again. We got starting off with 3 reps, and then I'm gonna add the weight up. So regular, pause, slow. That's 1. We got 3. We're starting off with 3. Regular, pause, slow. There's 2. 1 more. Regular, pause, slow. Yes, we're going to spend most of our time squatting. That's the goal. Just go for 10 reps on your core move. Get back to squatting. 10 reps, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like that. All right, bring some weight. Let's bring some weight back into it. Regular. Pause. Slow. That's 1. We got 4. Regular. Pause. Slow. 1, 2, 3. 3 down, 3 up. Regular. This is number 3. Pause. Slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. Last 1. Regular. Pause. Slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Back down to the core. Whew. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. We are at the 5-minute mark. I hope you're feeling these triad squats, especially if you have external weight. They burn. They burn. Definitely feeling these. All right, so now we got 5, starting off with the regular. Add 1. Regular. Pause. Trying not to get out of order. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Regular. Pause. Slow. 1, 2, 3. There's, I think that's 3. Yeah. Regular. Pause. Slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Whew. It's 4. Regular. Pause. Slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, goodness. Of course, you can do that with just body weight. If you need to reduce the weight to just body weight, do that. All right. Let's go for 10. Let's do it. One, two, three, 4, 5. Oh, I wonder how much it looks like I'm moving in that crunch. I feel like I'm going nowhere because of the weight vest, but it might look a little different. We are just under 3 minutes, y'all. I hope you're feeling the workout. I certainly am. Has the workout started? I sure hope so. Don't be letting me be the only one working over here. All right, let's go. Now we got 6. Whew. Regular. Pause. Slow. 2, 3, 2, 3. That's 1. Regular. Pause. Slow. 1, 2, 3. Regular. Pause. Slow. Halfway there. There's 3. Regular. Pause. Slow. 4. Regular. Pause. Slow. Last one. Whew. Regular. Oh, dropping my weight. Pause. Slow. All right, so for this last switch, we got 60 seconds on the clock. Stick where you are, finish out where you are. So that means I'll be finishing out on the core move, our leg lifts and crunches. All right, just listen out for the buzzer. Here we go. I have no idea where the clock is at. Let's keep going. All right. Shut it down. Oh yeah, I felt that one. Whew. Good work. That was a good workout. That's probably the hardest workout I've done with you guys in a while. Like, I can keep going, but it's hard. It's definitely hard. So, power down, shut it down. Go wipe your sweat. Go work, y'all. You're welcome, Vanessa. Thank you for joining me again today. I greatly appreciate the company. Hope you enjoyed the workout too. Hope to see you next week, even on Thursday maybe. Whew. All right, we're gonna cool down here in a second. We're gonna stretch it out. Just come on down to the floor. When you're ready, we're going to be in a butterfly stretch. Stretch out the inner thigh. Matter of fact, let's just go to child's pose real quick and catch our breath. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and come to a butterfly stretch. On your bottom, bringing the soles of your feet together, bottoms of your feet together. You can back into a wall if you like, but pull your feet in towards your body. Roll your shoulder blades back to help keep the torso upright, and kind of pull your knees toward the floor. And relax, pull the knees together, straighten the legs out. You're going to bring the right leg up and over the left, pull your right leg into your body, and twist away from your leg. And relax. Go ahead and switch it up. Bring the right leg up and over. Pull it in. Make sure y'all cut your air on today. It's supposed to be pretty hot. About 80 degrees. Use that to help cool yourself down. And relax. So you're going to come to the right quad here. Grab the right ankle. Bring it back. Pull it towards your glute. You're going to lean back. Stretch out the quad. So I mentioned the New Year's resolutions earlier this year, just because I know I need to modify one of mine just to help adapt it to where I'm at right now. Still focusing on the same thing, just got to make some changes. Things change throughout the year. Situations change, so you got to adapt your plan to help fit the situation. That's what I'm doing. Go ahead, come up and switch. So I hope you guys are still working on whatever your goals were at the beginning of the year. We're switching the season, so things are going to change, but that doesn't mean you have to abandon your plan. Doesn't mean you have to abandon your goals. Keep working at them. Definitely also speaking to myself. Make sure you're leaving time for the play. To play around. Work hard, play hard, Joe. And relax. Find a way to incentivize whatever work you can. So we're going to straighten the legs out. Push the chest toward the knee. You can grab the ankles, kind of pull yourself into your body, into your legs, or you can come around the toes if you're able to reach that far. Squeeze those quads to help keep the legs straight. And slowly come up and relax. All right. Go ahead, bring it all the way up. And that is our workout. So thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for joining me today, Vanessa. Hope you enjoyed that workout. Would love to see you next week. One of those 2 leg moves is going to return, but I won't tell you which. But if you want to let me know which one you want to see, we'll go with that. All right. So thank you for joining me today. For anyone who's watching us on YouTube, hope to see y'all next week for Kick and Push. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. See y'all later. Holla.